It's week 4 of the NFL, and we've got a rematch of last year's wild card round in the NFC playoffs. It's the Eagles and the Buccaneers, just ahead on EA Sports.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Out come the Eagles for the first time, and the man in charge at quarterback in his 5th year now, Jalen Hurts.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The numbers there for Brown from a week ago. 4 catches, 62 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Throwing is Hurts. Well, it's caught on the right side of Smith. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got Smith here. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The Eagles hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. In motion left comes Brown. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Now Mayfield. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Opting to run again here with White. Ooh, the juke. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Trey Palmer, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, down here, I thought they were going to hand that off. Instead, a well-designed play and the pitch and catch for the touchdown.
And I wonder who came up with it. Was it a call from the bench? Did the quarterback have a good idea and suggest it? In any event, clearly an effective play call. They saw something they liked in coverage, and they targeted it for the short yardage throw.
And the perfect way to cap their opening drive. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space,
and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start the drive with White. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Hurts. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get that complete to Albert O. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap, Like, my dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
Yeah, that he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown from 6 yards away. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. And he knew he was going to take a shot in the pocket. He did, but he also found a way to get it into the end zone.
And that has to ease the pain a little bit of the shot he took, didn't it? Being able to throw it into the end zone for a touchdown.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The drive starts with a run by White, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Mayfield to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And it's complete to Palmer. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down. Mayfield looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing, Mayfield. And this is Shepard on the catch. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Mayfield now. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he comes back with one complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. It's the former Buckeye Paris Campbell out with the rest of the offense here. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Back to throw now on first down. Got a man, it's Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. Now back to throw. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Looking to throw. Hurts fumbles it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular...
And he's going to go down again. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They'll set up a throw. And that went to the right side and incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Looking for Shepard deep. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Dak Prescott, excellent in the victory as his guys moved to 3-1 after 4 games. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they lead the visiting Saints in that one at halftime. Kirk Cousins with a touchdown pass to Drake London. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And that one all tied. The Bucs were treated to a fine first half by their quarterback. That's Baker Mayfield. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man, it's Palmer. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 5. Shepard goes in motion. To throw, Mayfield. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll go up the middle with White. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 67 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Mayfield. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They go play action. Mayfield. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Room to maneuver at the 35. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result,
We'll call this play significant.
Mayfield off the play fake. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's Hurts to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' 1st down as he's inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Throwing is Hurts. Being chased out left. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Hurts. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. In motion, the tight end. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be out right at the 35. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard. The tight end in motion right. Play action. Here's Hurts. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. From the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Brown goes in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This short throw caught by Goddard. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be a third and about 13. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Back to throw again. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now 1st and goal. Gainwell. It's into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was Kenneth Gainwell who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
Finds White.
Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock.
Here's Baker. That's complete to Otten.
This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
Now Mayfield.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Mayfield to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And this is into the hands of Campbell downfield. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. Hurts fumbles it. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it?
No.
This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T form. They're already in field goal range here late in the 4th now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They are already in field goal range. Let's see how they want to play this, Charles.
And I have a feeling I know how they want to play this already. Run the football to the hash mark that works best for their kicker. They already have the field goal unit lined up, ready to run out there and go get it done. They practice this, they understand the situation, and with that amount of time, they can do it.
Let's see how they carry it over into the game. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
2nd and 6 coming up.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And this one is right through. And it'll be a hot time in Ybor tonight. The Bucs have won the football game.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Bucs, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. And for Charles Davis and our entire